Episode 28. I'm still here in the shed, the truck is still not finished, and it's another short update. I'm getting good at them, so I thought I'd continue them for a little while. Basically what I've done is I've welded a piece of plate on the top of my trans tunnel, the old part of it that was left, to add some strength to it, and so I can have a nice strong mounting point for my tunnel. The new part that I've created, not the old part. It doesn't really matter, so it's gone, it's scrap metal. So this is what we got. Come and have a look. Basically I've bent up the two tubes that I needed to bend up. They came out alright, they're about 5mm off, but you know, who's counting? What's 5mm between friends? It's all good. So yeah, it's come out alright, I'm quite happy with it. Obviously looking at it, the gearbox isn't actually in the centre, it's just the way it kind of had to be because it's a Land Cruiser gearbox, so the bit off the side needed a bit of clearance, so I've had to move it over. And I know my motor's like bang in the middle, it's 5mm off, so it's pretty good. But if I had to move the motor over to suit the gearbox, we could have got it straight, but I'd rather my motor be in the centre. It's all good. I mean, it's not going to affect anything. In fact, it's actually slightly going to make my life easier when putting the drive shafts on, so that's all cool. Well, yeah, so I thought I'd just update you quickly on that bit. It's starting to take shape, a bit of bending, bit of cutting, a few mistakes, and we're getting there. What I've done is I've offset the driver's bit just a little bit. You know, I'm a big guy, there's a tight squeeze, and we just don't work that well together. So I thought if I move it over a little bit, yes, it's going to play with my OCD until it's covered in mud, but that is fine. It's going to give me more leg room, which is what I need when I'm off-road, when I'm banging through the gears. I need to be able to get that action on the clutch real quick. I don't want to be missing gear changes. It's just not a good thing. So it's slightly off-center, but I've done it for a reason. So what I might do is actually stare at it for a couple of minutes, and if I'm happy, then I'll just start gluing it in, and then we're good to go. There's some progress for the week. Next week I'll be back in the shed, and I've kind of got a bit of a plan in place now for what we've got going on, and it's onwards and upwards from here, really. I hope. I did forget about the rust under the seat until I removed the seat to get access, so just another piece of rust to deal with. Fantastic. Now I shall see you guys next week. We're getting closer and closer to our US trip, and it looks like you guys are pretty keen to see us vlog that trip, so we'll try and do some regular updates on the vlog. It's shaping up to be a pretty cool trip so far. Stay tuned, but the main thing we're doing, we're heading to the SEMA show in Las Vegas, and that's going to be good fun. Now the reason, and we haven't really actually told you guys this before, we went over to SEMA 2 years ago to try and get our show on the Discovery Channel. We went to try and find funding to make some partners so that we could make it happen. Unfortunately it didn't quite happen, so it's been 2 years. We're going back again. We're going to go try put New Zealand on the map again, and we're going to go try put our little humble little show on TV in the United States. So wish us luck for that. We've got a lot of prep work to go, but I'm starting to get really excited. We're about 3.5-4 weeks away before we leave, so get some work done on this and go inside and do some more work on our trip planning, and I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to buy a t-shirt. We've got those on our website, offroadaddiction.tv. See you guys.